Hey guys, Daniel with Small Vans Big World. Before I show you today's van, which is really awesome, some new features that I want to show you guys, let's jump into a empty van. Right here, we're looking in a cargo van that is about to start to be built. So I just want to let you know that when you're in this, yeah, it feels small. It feels quite tiny. That's why they're micro camper vans. But you're about to see how much we're able to pack into one of these little camper vans. And it's going to be awesome. We got 3 new features that I want to show you today. So why don't we jump right over and bam. So as you can see by the client's request, we actually were able to fit a 24-inch TV where you're able to watch your favorite YouTuber or Netflix and chill. It's on a swivel, so it actually can pull out. It's on a locking swivel as well, which is really great on a mount. So right here, you got that TV option. Another option that I've been wanting to do for a while is actually a AC unit, portable AC unit down here underneath the bed. Fits just perfectly underneath the bed platform, and that's vented out, and we'll kind of go into that a little bit later. Another new idea that we're trying is something that I've been meaning to do for a while, actually, is our futon bed system that we do is typically one continuous piece. This client actually requested it to be 2 separate pieces, which again, I've been wanting to try to see how that works and kind of see what are the benefits or drawbacks of it. So let's test this out together. We have our strap as usual, and then before we pop the platform loose from the latches, we gotta loosen the mattress a little bit. There. This pulls all the way forward very easily, effortlessly, and then this guy fits right in here. Really nice, snug fit, which would be very comfortable for 2 people. This client is traveling with her little doggy, so plenty of room for her. We have, then it would be, I guess, more of an additional step now to put it back into seating mode with removing that cushion, hopping it back up, locks right into place, and then there's one designated Velcro right here for this. And it stays right there in place. It's not going to go anywhere while you're driving. So really nice cushions. We're doing this pattern again, really good pattern. Goes well with the laminate white cabinetry. We have black hardware, so we have the running water. In case you haven't seen any of our other videos, we'll run through some of the features again. We have a water pump right here, pull out faucet. You're able to use this faucet out here as a little shower, wash off your feet, whatever it may be. Of course, only cold water. We have some exterior lights. We have a dump valve right here, 2.5 gallon water tank undermounted, and that operates the valve to just automatically dump that so that you don't have to haul around dirty water with you. We got the farm style sink that we offer right here. So we've been mainly doing this farm style sink, a 16-inch sink, really nice big sink for a micro camper, and then the stainless steel as well as another option. Some storage here, cabinet there, black hardware push buttons there, and then of course our epoxy countertops with the pull-out table, nice full drawer right here, easily can fit a single burner cooktop. And actually, correction, there are 4 completely new things in this van build, one of them pertaining to the electronics, which we'll mention just a little bit later. But in here we have our alternator charging, our solar charging, inverter, DC fuses, etc. And there's actually a bit more room because we put the battery somewhere completely different. So microwave right here, good low wattage microwave can fit in here, and a nice big cabinet up here with an additional outlet in there. So the aesthetics, as I mentioned, white cabinets with the cedar walls, cedar roof, puck lights, 12-volt fan with my MaxxAir fan with the remote. Really easy to operate, very quiet when it's on low speed. So again, a lot of the features that we were able to offer, other than like the microwave, the AC and the TV, are add-ons. So why don't we look at some more stuff here from the side door. Alrighty, looking at it from the side door, again, maintaining the full access, entering from the driver's side door or from the rear. We have the fan remote mounted right here. Some room for some additional storage on here or hooks, whatever you may like. Dimming switch right here. Then outlet 12-volt outlet, your inverter, heat pads for the built-in water tanks, 10 gallons of fresh water storage that you got. And also the other bonus feature that we're doing on this van is a 300 amp hour 12-volt lithium battery that we built into the floor. Since these batteries last for at least 10 years, many of them have 10-year warranty, we're planning on this thing lasting for a very long time. So accessing the battery is not really something that you need to do. You really shouldn't have to do if it's done correctly. So we were able to put a gigantic battery 3 times bigger than we typically supply to triple the capacity, something that we're interested in, trying to run a 12-volt AC unit. So we were able to remove that from the cabinet, put it in the floor, actually save some space in the cabinet for additional storage. That's another great thing that we are doing. We did an additional heat pad for the battery and the water tanks. Then a meter right here, so we can be charging from the solar, alternator charging, or whenever you plug into a campsite, that automatically switches over your outlet and starts charging your 12-volt battery. So right here, easily accessible even from outside the van. You have a 12-volt refrigerator right here. Next to it is a very long storage box. So considering storage, you have this very long box, about 33 inches long, 12 and 12 tall. You have that there. You have the lightweight storage items like window covers and such right here. So we provide custom window covers for every single window, including the fan, even including the skylight if you opt in for the skylight. And then if you'd like a porta potty for either emergency use or even daily use, we can supply you one right here, easily accessible from inside. Also pull it out the back for maintenance. Nice firm fit, as you can see. And then a ton of storage here. These are very big, deep, long boxes here, 2 big ones, and then a third one here. So as promised, let me give you a little peek at how the AC unit works from the back. Okay, so for the built-in AC unit, these can come with a battery, but what I decided to do is not use the battery that it includes so that we can be lower to the ground and be able to fit under the bed system. And that battery that it typically uses is a 24-volt battery. So instead, I'm using a 12 to 24-volt converter that you can switch on and off inside of the electrical cabinet. And then when you want to use the AC unit, you can turn it on with the remote right here. It circulates air by pulling in air from the bottom and blowing it through here. And before anybody starts writing crazy things in the comments, yes, there is a duct hose right here that you can easily twist on. And then in a seating position, for example, you can have this blowing like directly at you like this, or just blowing up because you want to blow that cool air up. Or obviously when the bed is down, you can have it blowing out right here as well. Still with the doors closed, you still have enough room to have this cold air blowing up right here. So then what we did to have it built in is as you can see, we don't have the pull-out table. So that's the one drawback that you kind of trade off with the AC unit. The AC unit actually vents out the rear right here. It's right underneath one of our lights that you can see right here. The hot air vents from the side right here. So it is on the hot side of the air conditioner. As you know, a rear air conditioner circulates air to cool off. You have cold air pulling in from the bottom, and then hot air coming out right here. Since we're out here, we can take a look at a couple other options. This van was actually a passenger van. So as you can see, it has the side windows. So then we offer to install the window deflectors so that you can crack open the windows. All 4 of them can open up a little bit so that when you open up the fan, it sucks the hot air out. You can get some fresh air coming in. We bumped up to a 200-watt solar panel instead of our typical 100-watt, and we're even able to do even more. The most we've done on one of these vans was 360 watts of solar. So that helps us stay off the grid, be able to run the AC unit, other large appliances purely off of solar. So anyway, if you guys are interested in converting a Ford Transit Connect, hit us up at smallvansbigworld.com, send us an email, fill out our form submission. As we have talked about in another video about a year ago, that they have discontinued these vans, but there's still a good market in the used car market. We even have one for sale right now. I know you might be watching this much later, but you can check out our website if we have one for sale, or fill out our form submissions at smallvansbigworld.com, and we'll see you there.